Okay, got my patches in with what I had in the car, except for that one, and I left my tuck tape at the last job, so there we go. Went and got tuck tape, did that, got my other piece of board, now we're going to put it in. Okay, here we are, Roseberry inside, and well, here's one of the pictures you showed me, right? However, what's going on over on that side? Is this where the insulation goes and the vapor barrier? Because it's not an outside wall, so I don't know how that would matter unless that's considered outside. You know, you got your little strip there and you got your piece there. I see that. This says no access. And inside, all we have is the bathroom, so I see nothing else in here. So, my question is where does the vapor barrier and the insulation go? I got it. I got the floor stuff. I'm not going to really need much of that, but I'll put a little piece wherever we're doing it, I guess. So we'll just cut that and do that now. Alrighty, here we are. Got things ready to go. We got insulation in, got the board cut. I just forgot my drill, but all the boards are cut. They just gotta have the light boxes cut out and put on. And I do not see any place in here where vapor barrier would be. There's no vapor barrier. There's no vapor barrier in here. Outside, inside the wall, nothing. I can feel as far as I can. It's underground is what it is too. So maybe when it's underground it makes a difference. I don't know. I don't know everything about this, okay? But over here, same thing. Right? I'm feeling up in there. I'm going to the other side. There's no plastic vapor barrier. So I'd mention that, and yeah, we're looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. And of course the top secret lockbox. Let me just grab this here. Got a damn sliver in my hand today. Oh well, I'll pull that out in a bit, and then here we go, right back into where we're going. And then there's the wall. You know, it's got lots of screws. Light boxes aren't perfect, but we just pre-fill now and we'll fix that. So there we go, we'll start pre-filling. Well, I should call this the Drywall Discovery channel, but I won't. More like, I did discover this here after I got the taping mud. It's almost dry enough to coat, so I'm going to hang around, go for lunch or whatever, and I've already got the heat going. But we have discovered this, and what it was like, it felt as if there was, what I saw was a bubble here, eh? And the bubble looked exactly indicative of moisture damage. But I took this off, and I reached behind, and nothing is rotten, so that could have been just caused by when they first boarded it, but it looked awful. It looked like a couple of big bubbles there, so chopped them out, and now what we're going to do is get some fast set on that and take care of that right now while we're waiting for the tape and mud. Yep, that's the one. Okay, for this kind of a patch, it's kind of like a Bondo patch, right? Secret formula is some Confil and some fiber tape, which is exactly what we're going to use right now on that hole. First of all, I still see a loose piece of paper here I'd like to get off. There. And if it's got a little bumper when they're ready to just tap her down. Oh, see, we've still got more of it here. Look at this. I don't know how far this is. Now I'm beginning to wonder just what the hell that was. So I'm taking this off a little bit more because there's a lot of air in here under that board. There we go. It's starting to look a little better. You know what? It could be because the fridge was there or something and it was damp behind the fridge, and so that's why it's not wet from behind, but it's bubbled from the front because enough moisture after a while. Who knows, right? The main thing is I don't like to leave stuff like that when I do a job, so I'm doing it. And before I coat it with the rest of this mud, it won't be very much because as you can see it's fairly level to the wall. So you can see that I put fiber tape on top of the mud. First I put the mud in, wiped it flat, stuck the fiber tape to it, right? Now I'm going to coat over the whole thing and it'll just look like a big patch on the wall, but that Confil will set as hard as rock and there will not be an air hole there anymore. So yeah, I read about that level around the back of the fridge. I don't know. It's kind of weird. There's a heater here. Could have been a combination of things, but I guess that's what it was. Okay, ready, set, let's do her. And there's the hole patched, and we now have a patch of mud on it. I see what looks like a little bulge still. It most likely is, but 2 more coats over that, a fairly thick coat and a skim coat will fix it. Well, after lunch, this will be a little bit drier and then we'll coat the rest. So we'll go off for a half hour, go down and